if I have to have a title, and y'all got to say my title, you're going to get sick of this, but you got to say it the way I say it. Y'all got to say it. Y'all got to go get it. You're going to go get all fired, all right? I'm just saying, all right? Everybody say this. Say it the way I do it. Everybody say, drop that bag. Drop that bag. Not bad, not bad. Touch your neighbor and say, neighbor, he's here for you. Now say it again. Everybody say, drop that bag. That's pretty good, but every time I say it, you got to say it with me. Don't get weak on me. Drop that bag. One of my favorite Bible characters is Samson. I love Samson. Samson, the man. Samson dropped it on people. That brother told people up. One time, he got jumped by 1,000 people. 1,000 brothers jumped him. And he didn't have a weapon. All he could find was a bone from a donkey. And it wasn't even a big bone, it was the jawbone of a donkey. He put the slap down on 1,000 brothers with a bone. Look at me. I got no problem with that. But I do have a little question, all right? If I'm a part of the 1,000 jumping one brother, got me? I'm jumping, we're going to take this brother out. There's 1,000 of us. There's just one of them. Ooh, I'm in. Okay, I could do this. There's 1,000 of us, one little brother. We're going to take that. He's gone. He's going to go down. And then boom, bam, 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 bam. All of a sudden, I watched 990 of my friends get jacked by a dude with a bone. Which means they only 10 of us left. Look at me. I'm going home. Anybody see what I'm saying right now? No. Do you know what happened? Somebody went, oh, he tired now. Let's get him. You stupid. That's what you are. But dude, Samson, cool. He beat up 1,000 men with a bone, and then he wrote a poem. I mean, there's blood everywhere. Brother's dead. He's stabbing him in the throat with a donkey bone, watching him gag to death. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, a poem. And he wrote this: with the donkey jawbone, I make donkey a dim. With a donkey jawbone, I kill 1,000 men. Samson. That's great. Hey, man, that dude, he's a little slow, but he can fight. He always remembered his battles. One time, he was going down the road, and a lion jumped out. That's a stupid lion, all right? He should have heard the stories, man. And it's probably a lion going, ain't no man, I'm king of the jungle. I'm king of the jungle. La, 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 ma. I'm king of the jungle. And all of a sudden, he goes out. I take on this man. He jump out. The Bible said Samson ripped the lion's jaw off with his bare hands. And just let the lion die. And then he left and came back. And when he came back, when Samson came back, bees had made honey inside the lion. So Samson just stuck his hand in there and grabbed the honey and started eating it. What happens if you stick your hand where bees live? You get stung. He didn't care. He's like, go ahead, sting me. Stupid. That's honey right there. That's good honey, good honey. You know what I found out about Samson? He always remembered the battles. And sometimes it's good to remember our battles. The girl you just heard, that letter, the reason why that letter exists, the reason why that commercial's there, or you get a lot of people call them commercials. This year, 2016, marks the 30th year in a row of me speaking in schools. Now hold on, wait, let me explain. I am, according to CNN, you know, the news people, I'm the #1 communicator to young people in the United States of America in public schools. And this year marks the 30th year of me speaking in public schools. When I saw that coming, I decided to let the world know what real young people were going through. So you saw, it says, Reggie gets thousands of these letters every year. I do, and I answer each one by myself. Now hold on, listen to me very carefully. There's a lot of hurt in the world. There's a lot of pain and a lot of sorrow in the world. That's why I listen to every speaker in every session, and it all comes down to this. No matter what has happened to you. Number one, okay, look, before we go any further, let me give you the 30-second version. My name, Reggie. When I was 8 years old, my mom and dad came to school for parent-teacher conference. I noticed all my friends' parents were young, but my parents were old. They told me after I yelled in the car, "Why y'all old?" Don't ever do that to your parents, all right? When we got home, they told me I was in foster care. They told me that my mom kept my brother and my 2 sisters and gave me away because she said I was a mistake. Now, I'm telling you this fast so you understand who's talking to you tonight. Don't feel sorry for me, because my past is my history, but my future is my destiny. Y'all got what I'm saying? Hold on. Are y'all ready? Here's the deal. From 8 years old to 21 years old, I had one dream. I was highly suicidal. I wanted to die. I said 8 to 21. I'm 52, and I already said it. Black don't crack. Holla, all right? Here's the deal. The deal is this. The day came in my life when I had to drop that bag. I had to drop that shame. I had to drop that pain. I had to drop that sorrow. I had to decide that was me then, but it's not me now. And tonight, some of you in this room, you need to go back like Samson and remember the battle. And in the middle of your biggest pain, you need to find the honey. Find the sweetness in the saddest day of your life. If it wasn't for my pain, I wouldn't be on this stage. I couldn't write the sermons like this. And the response that's gonna happen, Reggie, would never happen unless I dropped my bag back then. But because I dropped being lonely, I dropped being abandoned, I dropped a mom who said I was a mistake, because I dropped that, you could drop your bag. Drop that bag. I'm sorry, I don't think you're with me. Drop that bag. So let's go back to your battle. What hurt you? What's hurt you? What is it? What happened in your past? This is only going to take 2 more minutes. But the most vile, wicked, nasty word I've ever heard is raped. It can't get much worse than that. That somebody would force themselves on you to take something from you that you could never give away again. And I can't imagine the memory of that word. But here's what I know. Words are words. And if you could find a word greater than the word that's in your mind right now, if you could find a word greater than the event that's in your past right now, if you could find a word greater than the sorrow, the pain, the shame, if you could find that word, then whatever that word is can help you drop that bag. I found the word, Jesus. Okay, stop, hold up before you clap. Number one, if there was something greater than Jesus, Satan would have used it on him when he had him in the tomb, and he still would have been in the grave. He was in a borrowed tomb. Matter of fact, we know what tomb he was in. You can go there and check it out. In Jerusalem, just go over there and check it out. You know what else we got? We got the clothes that they wrapped Jesus' body in. We got it. You know what else we got? We got the tree they crucified him on. We got it. But you know one thing we don't have? That brother's body. Scientists say it's a phenomenon. So guess what? I'm going to live my life with that phenomenon in part of my life. Why? Because I'd rather have something greater than me. If you have a word on your life called rape, then every day you're reminded of it. Something happens, you're reminded of it. You can't have a good day, you're reminded of it. Whatever your biggest shame and pain is, you're reminded of it. You're reminded of it. But if Jesus steps in your picture, you found something greater than rape. So now you have the ability to say, yo, rape, get your junk, pack your bags, you out. I found something greater than you, more powerful than you. Somebody say, drop that bag. Come on, touch your neighbor and say, drop that bag. Drop it. I don't think y'all know what I'm trying to say, but let's go to the Bible. James chapter 1, verse 22 and 23. Listen very carefully, because this is for everybody in the room. Touch your neighbor, hit him and say, this is for you. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourself. Do what it says. Anyone who listens to the word but does not do what it says is like a man who looks at his face in the mirror and after looking at himself goes away and immediately forgets what he looks like. Are you kidding me? Did you read that? Let's go back, do it again. I'm gonna read it from yours, make sure it's the same thing. Anyway, do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourself. Do what it says. Keep going. Anyone who listens to the word but does not do what it says is like someone who looks at his face in the mirror. Okay, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. And after looking at himself in the mirror, goes away and immediately forgets what he looks like. So I'm looking at myself going, ooh, I'm a brother. I look away and go, how y'all doing? Get her done. Hey, you see how you laughing? All heaven's laughing at some of you because you've heard the word over and over and over and you're still not putting it into your life. You got to do this weekend. You are legendary, but you got to apply the word in your life. And that is what this card's for. Somebody say, drop that bag. Say, drop that bag. Say, drop that pain. Say, drop that shame. Say, drop that bag. Drop that bag. Drop that sorrow. Drop that thought. Drop that sin. Drop that bag. Drop that memory. Drop that day. Drop that choice. Drop that addiction. Drop that bag. You see, here's what Samson did. Samson remembered the battles. Samson found the sweetness, found the honey in the battle. But you know what he forgot to do? Samson never buried the dead. And because he didn't bury the dead, he lost. He fell in love with a girl named Delilah. Delilah. Hey, if you're a girl in this room, your name Delilah, change your name. Because somebody don't like you and your family. Delilah, Delilah. And he was with her one day, and then she goes, put your head on my lap, take a nap, baby. Come on, it's just me and you in my bedroom. Okay, number one, you don't need to be in no girl bedroom. Why you there, okay? Why you there? If you ain't there, you don't get messed up, all right? So don't go there. And any girl who's asking you to go to her bedroom, you ain't the first brother she asked. So guess what? You got used goods, all right? I'm just saying. Oh, I'll go ahead. I'll tell you what it is. Here it is. My brother, that's your part. My sisters, here's yours. Number one, if any brother tries to text you, Instagram you, Facebook you, or anything like that and ask you on a date, kick that sucker to the curb. Make sure he's a man, all right? Look at me, boy. Look at me, boy. Look at me. Take a bath, put on some clothes, put on a belt, pull up your pants, and just say no to crack, all right? Go across the room. Brush your teeth, look a girl in the eye and say, I think you're beautiful. I think you should go out with me. I really do, I really do, I really do. And look at me. If you got to ask your mama and daddy for money to go on a date, get a job, then ask her out. There it is, all right? I'm just done. And if any boy don't treat you like that girl, drop that bag. I'm just saying, all right? Drop it, drop it, drop it. Drop that bag. You 12, shut up, boy. Oh, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. All the other speakers are nice. I don't care, I'm 52. I don't care what you think. Little brother think I care about you. Shut up. Everybody say, drop that bag. Good, now let's get serious about this. There's only one brother in the Bible I can use to show you what it's like to drop bags and walk away and watch God do something great about it. And his name is Job. Before I do that, here's what's gonna happen. My altar call will take place during my sermon. Halfway through my sermon, you'll hear me say now. When I say now, this is your response. You have this card. Some of you have things you need to drop. Some of you have horrific things that are in your life that you don't need to take home with you. Some of you don't even want to go home. I know. But there's hope in Jesus. There's hope in him. See, a lot of times we hear things and read stuff and see stuff like that, and we start seeing characters, you know, like in a movie, like, oh, it can't be real. Nothing like that really happens. Unfortunately, it did. And unfortunately, we're great at wearing a mask. We're great at pretending everything's good when it's bad, happy when it's sad, right when it's wrong. You see, when your youth pastor spoke the other night, and he got down on one knee and he wrote in the dirt, he was talking about a story in the book of John about a girl who was caught in the act of adultery. When Mariah stood on this stage and she literally opened her heart about what she's going through right now, the baggage that she had to drop to get up on this stage to speak to you. The process and the steps that you heard from your pastor this morning, this afternoon. That process of, I ain't gonna eat a burger for at least 3 days. I'm gonna be honest, y'all, because that is nasty. You see, that is just nasty, nasty. He says 34 steps to make a burger. But sometimes we just don't wanna deal with what's in our past. But you have to. Real fast, listen to me very carefully. The Bible says in Job chapter 1, verse 6, everybody, it's real easy. It says, one day the angels came and presented themselves before the Lord. Satan was there also. The Lord looked at Satan and says, where you come from? Satan answered, I'm just roaming through the earth, going back and forth. In black terms, God said, Satan, what are you doing? He go, nothing, just chilling. Just chilling. The Lord said to Satan, have you considered my servant Job? There's no one on earth like him. He's blameless and upright, a man who fears God and shuns evil. Verse 9, does Job fear God for nothing? Satan replied, you have put a hedge around him, his household, and everything he does. You bless his works of his hands and his flocks and his herd, and they spread throughout the land. But stretch out your hand. Everybody say, stretch out your hand. Okay, everybody look at Reggie. Everybody go like this. Like you hugging somebody. Okay, cool. Look, that's in the side of that circle, you're God. That's Job and everything he owns. So God was like this. So Satan looks at God and says, stretch out your hand. What happens if you stretch out your hand? You just open the door. Satan knew he couldn't get to Job unless God let him. And Satan goes, okay, Job, cool. Then stretch out your hand. Stretch out your hand. This is what he says. If you stretch out your hand and I strike everything he has, he will surely curse you to your face. The Lord said to Satan, very well, everything he has is in your hands, but the man himself you cannot touch. Do not lay a finger. I got to do it fast. Check out what happened. Here we go. Verse 13. One day Job's sons and daughters were feasting and drinking at the oldest brother's house. A messenger came to Job and said, the oxen were plowing, the donkeys were grazing, and the Sabians attacked, and they carried off the animals, and they put to the sword the servants. I'm the only one who escaped to tell you while he was still speaking. So check this out. He's like, dude, all you can, and the donkey and the oxen, they're all dead. Then this other dude came in and said, whoa, 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 you ain't gonna believe what happened. It was that fast. He said this, he said, wow, 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 wow. While he was still speaking, another messenger came and said, the Chaldeans formed the raiding party, and they swept down and the camels, and they carried them off, and they put to death all the servants, and I'm the only one who escaped to come and tell you. While he was still speaking, another servant came and said, your sons and daughters are feasting at your oldest son's house, and the wind hit all four corners of the house, and it collapsed on them, and they're all dead. Dude, it's like bam, 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 bam. He's got nothing but his wife. And the Bible says he ripped his coat, shaved his head, and worshiped God. Now, it's easy. I know somebody wants to clap, but that's easy when you're in church to say that. But his children died. In the state that I live in, everybody's already heard that a 2-year-old was carried off by an alligator. And the dad did everything he could to beat this alligator. But he wasn't strong enough. Oh, it ain't over. Look at Job chapter 2. All right, y'all ready? We're getting ready to get there. It's almost time. Another day, the angel came and presented himself in front of the Lord, and Satan came with him. And the Lord said, where you coming from? He goes, just chilling, just hanging out. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Then the Lord said to Satan, have you considered my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him, blameless and upright, a man who fears God and shuns evil, and still maintains his integrity. Though you incited me against him and ruined him without any reason. And Satan said, skin for skin. Everybody say skin for skin. He said, a man will give all he has for his own life. But stretch out your hand and strike his flesh and his bone, and he will surely curse you to your face. The Lord said, very well, very well. but you must spare his life. So Satan went out of the presence of the Lord, and he afflicted Job with sores from the top of his head to the sole of his feet. That means he couldn't hide. You ever wear long sleeves thinking you can hide the pain, hide the shame? No, he put sores everywhere where everybody can see, top of his head to the sole of his feet. He can't. It says he sit in ashes where the dead stuff lived, and he broke pots, and he took the sharp part, and he scraped his arms and his swords, and he cut himself. Everybody ever been a cutter? You ever hurt so bad on the inside that you hurt yourself on the outside? You thought that was something new? It ain't new. Job did it. He hurt so bad on the inside that he actually caused himself pain on the outside. Why? He thought he was still human if he could feel the pain. Some of you are like that. Some of you have dealt with that. Some of you are doing that today. Some of you okay, Reggie, why are you doing this last night? Because I've asked God to forgive me. I've asked God to help me with that. Okay, yeah, he's going to help you, because guess what you're going to do tonight? You're going to drop that bag. That's what you're going to do right now, is drop that bag. You know what this card's for? I got to finish my sermon. This card is for you. As I preach the rest of this sermon, which is only 6 minutes long, you need to find a pen from somebody when you get ready. And you need to write down what you've given up. The biggest pain, the biggest shame, the biggest hurt, the biggest sorrow, the biggest regret. Hey, I'll be honest. Some of you are addicted to a drug tonight. You want God so much, but the pull of that drug is calling you. Some of you, it is pornography. Some of you, it is prescription drugs. Some of you have done something. If you said, if I'd only stayed home that night, it would be okay, it would be okay. It's not gonna be okay until you drop that bag. Because the minute you asked Jesus to forgive you, he did. But now his power is strong enough to help you forgive yourself. There's a man named Jim Elliott, and I'm gonna tell you about him, but here's the deal. You find a pen and piece of paper. You need to write what you're gonna get rid of down. And as I'm preaching the end of this sermon, you walk up to this suitcase or that one, and you drop that bag. You drop it in, and when you walk away, you leave it here. God's about to do something amazing in this room. His name was Jim Elliott. He was a missionary. You may have heard of him before. Jim Elliott wanted to reach unreached people group, people who have never, ever heard the gospel. He decided that he would help reach these people who were known to be cannibals. They ate humans for a living. They started by flying planes over the village and dropping gifts and food. The next week, the second week, they dropped more food, but also they dropped pamphlets in the language of the people saying, we're friendly, we want to come, we want to share you good news. The third week, they did it again, but the third week, they were shocked to see people by the riverbank waving as the plane go by as they dropped stuff out. They decided the fourth week, it's time to go. Jim Elliott and 3 of his friends decided, we're going. Jim had his wife in the village that they stayed in. She said, let's do this. And he went, no, baby, not this first time. You got to stay. He would not let her go. They were supposed to come back, but they didn't. Every day the planes flew over looking for a sign of their existence, but they didn't find nothing. On the 4th day, as the plane went by the river, they saw all 4 men's bodies face down, floating down the river. The villagers had killed them and put them in the river so that the people can find their bodies. Jim Elliott wrote this: he is no fool who gives what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose. He is no fool who gives what he cannot keep. I can't keep this life. I'm going to die. All of us are appointed to die once. To gain what he cannot lose. Jesus is my hope and glory. Jesus is my reason why I cannot lose with him. So the question is, what are you holding on to? What anger are you holding on to? As I keep on preaching, the altar call begins now. It begins now. I can hear the reporter asking Jim Elliott's wife. She said, I'm sorry your husband died. I'm sorry he died on the mission field. And Jim Elliott's wife said, no. He did not die on the mission field. He died years before that. She goes, I don't understand. He said he was 16 at a conference like Legendary. And one night he went in a corner and he prayed, God, I'll go where you want me to go. I'll do what you want me to do. That's the day that my husband died. And tonight at Legendary, on the last night, what you drop is going to make you live for Christ. Let go of the shame. Let go of the pain. Let go of the sorrow. Let go of the wrong. Because it's real simple. Play this underneath me. It's real simple tonight. The last 3 days, you've had an opportunity to have a moment with God. You see, just a moment changes everything. Just a moment makes everything worthwhile. Just a moment makes it all good. So write it down. What you're getting rid of, write it down. Oh, by the way, I need you to go over there. There's steps. You need to come up on the stage. When you get done, there's steps over there. You need to come up on the stage. Both of you, when you get done, there's steps on that side. Come up on the stage. Come on, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Just one moment. This is our moment, y'all. This is our chance. This is where we are. This is what it's all about. This is what this night, this whole weekend is about. In the presence of God, everything changes. Here, everything changes. There's nothing better than Him. And knowing His love, He's gonna help you. You'll learn every day to trust Him. Every day. Just stand right over there, would you? There's steps over there. Come up here. Yeah, right there. That's good. Right there is good. Texas A&M, go to the steps. Come up here. Somebody say, drop that bag. Say, drop that bag. Yes. That's good. All right, here we go. Look at Reggie. I'm going to start with the boys. And I'm gonna go to the girls. Everybody else keep dropping it, keep dropping it, keep dropping it. But you can hear me while you're doing the altar call, all right? Look at me, boys. Here's the deal. This Satan came to steal, kill, and destroy. But Jesus came that we may have life and have that life more abundantly. That life starts with one moment, one moment, one moment, one moment. One moment that changes everything. Why? Just to know you is all I want. Just to know you is all I need. This is the part right here. You ready? Just a moment, and I'm free. Just a moment with Him. You see, girls, it don't matter what anyone's ever called you. Don't matter what they said about you. Just to know Jesus is all you want. Just to know Jesus, all right, is all you need. But here's where it comes down to. Just a moment, and you're free. Just a moment with Jesus. So every girl in this room, what I'm saying to them applies to you. Do you know who you are? You are the princess. You are the sunrise and the sunset. You are the star in the night that could guide a brother home. You're everything beautifully and wonderfully made. Brothers, do you know who you are? You are the man. You are incredible. You are amazing. You are wonderful. Why? Because you dropped that bag. Everything can come true now. All the hopes that you have in this room can be yours, because this is your moment. This is your time. Legendary starts right now. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. Right here. right now? Would somebody jump up on your feet right now without anybody telling you? Raise both hands to heaven and start thanking God for changing your life. Come on. Come on. This is your moment. This is your moment. This is your moment. This is our time. This is our place. This is it. This is it. Right here and right now. Just a moment. Just to know you. It's all I want. Just to know you is all I need. Just a moment and I'm free. Just a moment with you. Just a moment with you. Just a moment with you. To end this altar call is real simple. I need every lady counselor, every lady youth leader to please come up front and put your back to the stage and face the audience on either side. Every lady youth leader, every lady worker, helper, I need you to come and help me, would you? It'll be all right, ladies. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Just a moment. I love you, kids. You guys are awesome. It's random. Why I picked you was just totally random. Except when Jesus, there's nothing random. He chose you to be on this stage. So now live for him. With everything you have, fight for him. Fight for your right to be used by God. Clap for my friends. You guys can go sit down. They're still coming? Good. Keep on. I need more ladies on this far side over here on this side. Come on, ladies. Come on. I need all y'all. Because they ain't know. Y'all don't even know what's going to happen. Y'all have no idea. I've been thinking about this all weekend. And it ain't even weekend. It's only Saturday. It feels like next week. Y'all ready? Somebody say, drop that bag. Come on, say, drop that bag. Hey, thank you for responding to God the way you did. But you know what's cool about Jesus? You know what he does? He never leaves you alone. So if you drop something, he's going to give you something in return. And you know what I found out? The Bible says in the last book of the Old Testament, it says, fathers, turn your heart to the children, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. And then in the first book of the New Testament, do you know what the Bible says? The Bible says to women, it says, mothers, weep for your children, for it will not be in vain. Now, I know some of you ladies don't have children, but you do tonight. And I believe God wanted just one simple thing. On this Father's Day weekend, he wants to hold his kids. And I can't think of a better person to hold you than the ladies of the house. Now, here we go. Ladies, this is the thing. See, some of these kids, they in the back just chilling, just doing their thing. They've been to the bathroom 4 times. But they don't know there's an usher at the doors now and you can't get out until I tell them that it's over. I already planned that. Psych. So what's going to happen is the band's going to play, the singers are going to sing, and you ladies are going to attack these children. Your job is to hold every kid in this room. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds per kid. Now you gotta keep moving. So you ladies who are facing me, you gotta turn and you gotta go up there. You gotta cover the whole room. You ladies over here, some of you gotta go up in the bleachers there. Every kid, don't even try to get out of here. You can't, all right? You can't. You're gonna get hugged. You're gonna get hugged. You're gonna get hugged. But you know what I believe? There's power in the touch. I believe the presence of God is gonna flow through these moms into you, and you're gonna never ever pick that bag up again. I believe the Holy Spirit is gonna touch a kid. Some of you are already starting to cry because you're like, man, my own mom don't touch me. My own mom don't love me. Well, guess what? Guess what? This is your family now. You found home now. This is where you belong. So you moms, don't miss a kid. Do not miss a kid. So you ready? Go. And when I say now, you go to the next kid.
Oh, what a Savior.
Next kid, go.
Isn't he wonderful? Sing hallelujah.
Next kid, go.
Christ is risen.
Go.
Bow down before him.
Go.
For he is Lord of all. Sing hallelujah.
Go.
Christ is risen.
Come on, it don't take long. Moms, you can't wait. You just gotta let your touch do the work. Next one, go. Come on, don't miss a kid. You can't miss a kid. Next one, go.
Sing hallelujah. Christ is risen.
Next one, go.
Bow down before him.
Next one, go.
For he is Lord of all. Sing hallelujah.
Next one, go.
Christ is risen. Oh, what a Savior.
Next kid, go.
Isn't he wonderful? Sing hallelujah. Christ is risen.
Next kid, go.
So bow down before him. For he is Lord of all. Sing hallelujah.
Next kid, go.
Christ is risen.
Next kid, go.
Oh, come to the altar.
Next kid,
The
go.
Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness.
Next kid,
was
go.
bought with the precious blood of Jesus
Next kid,
Christ.
go.
Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness was bought with the precious
Next kid, go.
of Jesus Christ. Oh, come to the altar. The Father's arms are open wide. Forgiveness
Next kid, go.
bought with the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Oh.
Next kid, go. I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need your help. I need your help. There's not enough mamas to go around, all right? You know your friends. You know who's struggling right now. Friend, turn to your friend and say, come on, man, bring it in. I love you. I believe in you. Thanks for dropping that bag. Come on, hug them and hug them. Say, we're gonna do it together. Come on, look at your friend. Say, we in this thing together. We're gonna make this thing happen together. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, love will win. Love will always win. Let love win today. Somebody hug Texas right there with the red bandana on his head. He needs a hug. There you go, there you go, there you go. Somebody say love's gonna win. Say love's gonna win. Hey, hug that boy right there in the black shirt on the end with the white sleeves hanging out. Yeah, hug him. He needs a hug. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Somebody say love's gonna win. Look at your neighbor and say, I dropped that bag. And I ain't never picking it up again. Look at your other neighbor and say, I dropped that bag. I ain't never picking it up again. This is what Legendary is all about. This is what Legendary is all about. I gotta go. Are y'all ready? His name was Muhammad Ali. Oh, I don't think y'all, are y'all ready for this? Get ready, band, get ready. I'm gonna do a little Muhammad Ali because there's something y'all need to know. Muhammad Ali went to the Olympics and he won the gold medal. When he came back, the heavyweight champion of the world was a man named Sonny Liston. Sonny was about to fight for the championship to defend his crown. But the man he was going to fight broke his hand 3 weeks before the fight. They were like, what are we going to do? Somebody had the great idea. Let's get the gold medal winner and put him in the ring with the heavyweight champ, and let's see who wins. Muhammad Ali said, yeah. It's the most famous picture of his life. Muhammad Ali walks in the ring. The challenger's always introduced first. He's dancing. He was known for his rhymes. I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's why they call me Muhammad Ali. He the man, dog. He was just dancing. Then they introduced the champion, Sonny Liston, and the crowd went wild. Right before the bell rang, the managers have one last chance to tell their fighters what to do. Sonny Liston went to his corner. Manager said, play with him a little bit. Take care of him in the second round. He's just a baby. Give him a little taste of what it's like to go against the champ. On the other side, Ali was still going to the crowd dancing. He's the man. He's just a ham. His manager went, hey! And Ali looked at him. He goes, what? He goes, you're going to lose. He's going to kill you. Look at me. You got to knock him out. You got 60 seconds to knock him out. And the bell rang, and the manager said, come here, son. And the manager whispered something in Muhammad Ali's ear. And Muhammad stopped jumping, put his fist to his side, looked at his manager and said, for real? For real? And the manager went, for real, and pointed at Sonny Liston. 60 seconds into the first round, Ali hit Sonny with a punch. Sonny hit the canvas. And the picture was taken as Muhammad Ali was standing over Sonny Liston's body, shaking his glove at him. After the fight was over, in the interview, a reporter said to Muhammad Ali, what were you yelling at him? You were like a crazy man. And Muhammad Ali said this, when I was a little boy, I worked at the IGA, the grocery store. I bagged groceries for 25 cents a day. I wanted to get enough money to buy a red bike. All my brothers had a red bike. All the kids in my neighborhood had a red bike. I saved enough money to get a yellow bike and a can of red spray paint. And I got my bike. I drove it to work one day. While I was at work one day, somebody stole my bike. You know what my manager told me right before the fight? Sonny stole my bike. And I tell you right now, you know what I was yelling? You shouldn't have stole my bike, sucker. You shouldn't have stole my bike. Everybody look at Reggie. Look at Reggie. Do you know what you put in that? Do you know what you dropped in that suitcase? Do you know what you dropped tonight? The very thing the devil meant for you to lose. The very thing the devil meant for you to go out with. Guess what? We're standing over the devil now saying, you shouldn't have never took my family. You shouldn't have never hit me with that. You should have never tried. Now we're legendary. Now we're legendary. Somebody raise your hands and sing to heaven. We're legendary.